Alright, cool. So, welcome to my random motovlogs, part 3. We started this one at Row Farms because I just had to fill the bike up before I go to the store. Because I'm making a Target run. So, we'll hit some back roads on the way to Target. I got a topic for today. It's a pretty interesting topic, along with a story time because of what happened yesterday. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm not a big fan of the Gettysburg Police Department or Fire Department in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, they really dropped the ball yesterday, and I was pretty upset. So, I guess we'll start this out with my story time of what happened yesterday. I went, yesterday is 4th of July, of course, and I went to go get some groceries and stuff for cookout yesterday for 4th of July, because, doing ribs for 4th of July. Went to go grab stuff, grabbed a bottle of Jack Daniels to be able to make Jack Daniels barbecue sauce, and, So, I ride into Gettysburg. I'm on the bike, ride into Gettysburg. I'm going to get the stuff that I need to get, and I go to the grocery store or whatever. And then after I go to the grocery store, I go to the liquor store to get the Jack Daniels. And when I get to the liquor store, I see a nice 2023 Harley Breakout. So, of course, I pull up behind the gentleman because I want to check his bike out. I like his bike. So I pull up behind him, and I see 2 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, and 3 police cars. So they're trying to break into a black Suburban with blacked out windows, trying to get the doors open, like, somebody locked their keys in the car. So I'm talking to this gentleman, and one of the girls that works beside the liquor store, I'm talking to them about what's going on, asking them, like, what's going on, what are they doing? And they tell me that they've been there for about 20 minutes trying to get this car open. And I'm like, okay, not thinking anything about it. I asked, hey, is there a kid in the car? Like, if there's a kid in the car, that's an issue. So they don't know if there's a kid in the car, so I go ahead and I go to walk into the liquor store. And when I walk into the liquor store, I hear a lady say, oh, there's a kid in the car. It was a lady who was parked right beside them and was blocked in so she couldn't leave, but she saw that there was a kid in the car. Me being me, knowing that they've already been there for 25 minutes, I grab my helmet and I'm about to go bust the back glass out of this truck because under no circumstances, it was 104 yesterday. That was a guy I met last night, actually. So it was 104 yesterday. And the real feel was 104 yesterday. And this kid was in a black Suburban with blacked out windows and a black leather interior. Under no circumstances should there be a kid left alone in a car like that, especially a 3-year-old, because I was told that by the lady that it was a 3-year-old. So under no circumstances should there be a kid left in a black car with black windows and a black interior when it's 103 degrees outside. So I grab my helmet and I'm going to bust the back glass out of this truck because they've been there for 30 minutes already that I know of, and they still haven't got the doors open. As I start going towards them, the lady, I don't know if it was the same one, but a lady yells, he's going to bust the back glass out. So I'm like, well, fuck it. At that point, a couple of the firemen and a couple of the police, they turn around and they're looking at me as I'm walking towards them with my helmet in my hand, about to go at this window. Well, they grab me, and no sooner than they grab me, the alarm goes off in the truck showing that they got the door open. I proceeded to blow up on them, knowing that they had already been there for 30 minutes trying to get this kid out. I proceed to blow up and tell him, you know, you're stupid, because there's no reason. They should have busted the window out of that car. The windows were up, you know, it was 100+ degrees outside. There was no reason that they shouldn't have busted the window out of that car. Insurance will cover it, or if it doesn't, the person who owns the car has to cover it. That's how it works. And as far as the parent, they should have been paying more attention to the fact that their kid was in the car. They shouldn't have left their kid in the car. Now, I may have been slightly in the wrong for going at it like that, but I'm a new dad. I know how I would feel if my son was in a car that it was 100 degrees outside and there was no air, the car wasn't running, and it's a black car. I know how I would feel about that, and I would bust a window out of a car if my son was in a car like that. And I obviously will do it for any other kid. There's no reason for a kid to be trapped in a car like that. And the fact that I was going to get in trouble for busting the back glass out of this truck because the fire department and police weren't getting the door open. I don't see a reason why I should be in trouble, or I should have gotten in trouble for that, when they were messing around. They should have just busted the window open. And I proceeded to go off and basically tell them they were a bunch of idiots and they shouldn't be doing this job, because property over child's life, yeah, there's no comparison. You can fix a window for a couple $100. You can't fix a child for a couple $100. And at 130, 104 degrees like it was yesterday, that kid very easily could have had heat stroke. He could have had, you know, any number of different complications because of being trapped in that car and not being able to get out and them not getting him out. And it's of my opinion, for what my opinion's worth, that they handled that situation absolutely terribly, and I think they should have busted the window out. With that being said, if you agree with me or you disagree with me, drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about it. Let's talk about it, because I don't think under any circumstances a kid should be left in a car, especially a 2, 3, whatever year old who may or may not be able to open the doors by themselves. That's not fair to them. To be put in a life-threatening situation. What could be a life-threatening situation? Because they